Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire Podcast. This is episode 556, and I'm Kristin Omdahl. We're live here in Southwest Florida, watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees in the east. And this is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me. It is a beautiful, mild morning here today. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version of the podcast, please also feel welcome to say hello, because I get notified of all of those comments too, and would love to be able to reply to you. Hi, Joe. Good morning. Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining live. Happy Thursday, everybody. Anybody else crafting this morning? I'm working on some motifs for a crochet dress that I'm working on. Hi, Anna and Linda and Gay. Thanks for joining live. This is the same project that I've worked on in the last couple of Create Zen videos that the videos that we do at sunset sometimes. This is the project that I've been taking with me to the beach. Hi, Connie. Pamela just finished the Ellen plant hanger pattern for a friend. That's wonderful. What a great gift to give somebody. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining live. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Yeah, don't the waves sound amazing, Anna? It's so beautiful and peaceful and relaxing down here. And the colors are beautiful too, right? Hi, Carrie and Edna and Naomi. Good morning. It's a little busier than normal down here this morning because of spring break and everything. Hi, Edna. Naomi's taking the day off to celebrate her dad's birthday. Wonderful. Anna's working on a knit shawl. That's wonderful. That sounds fun. Ooh, that reminds me. I don't know why it reminds me. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining live. But that does remind me that I did schedule an extra live podcast for tomorrow. So if you're going to be around tomorrow morning, I hope you can join me. I will be doing a live stream in my studio tomorrow, like we did last Friday. I don't know how long it will last. I know last week went 5.5 hours, but I do have another challenge and some tutorials and lots of great information to share with you tomorrow. It's going to be fun and entertaining. So if you can join me tomorrow at 9 a.m., would love to have you. It will be Create, Share, Inspire Podcast, episode 557. It's already scheduled. Thanks, Connie. I love coral too, and coral looks great against all the blues here. I'm even wearing white jeans today. I'll stand up so you can see. Look at this. How summery does my outfit look today? Anyway, and I'm wearing regular pants, which is definitely an improvement over post-operation outfits. I think I wore leggings for almost straight 2 months for sure. Hello from Missouri. Thanks, Anna. And so I'm working on these motifs now. I'd really like to make a skirt or a dress out of these motifs. So this is the same crochet motif that I used for the Doreen shawl. So if you have Motif Magic Book or you have the Doreen shawl single pattern, you already have this motif. And if you don't, you can certainly order it. It's available in the Motif Magic Book, paperback book or ebook, or it's available as a single pattern download, the Doreen shawl. And I'm using the motif from that shawl and converting it into a dress/skirt. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a dress though. Really, really excited about it. And I'm using, what size hook? 4mm hook with Biso baby yarn in colorway Ecru, which is that beautiful creamy off-white color that's just going to be a stunning dress. Linda loves that book and that shawl. Thank you. Yeah, I love Motif Magic too. I was working on my website last night and really admiring the color palette from that book. I love the way I photographed everything in that book all on that beach day. Those of you who have been with the podcast a long time will remember the day that I dragged all of the sample garments on my dolly in a box and then walked on that jungle trail for like a mile to get to that deserted stretch of beach. And I went live during the podcast during that trek, and it was a little scary. I think we almost saw a snake. It was fun though. I know I scared some people. Some people were more worried for me than I was for myself that day. But Pamela remembers that. Joe remembers that. Remember how excited we all were though, because I was going to be photographing the book. And when it comes, and those of you who have been following me a long time are starting to get the feel for the timeline of when I create a book. Photography is the last part, right? Because that means everything else is done. Yeah, Edna remembers, Christine remembers. That was really a fun episode. Just busting at the seams, excited, scary, and funny, Naomi said. Yep, that kind of sums it all up, doesn't it? Here comes the sun. Hi, Margaret. Thanks for joining live. I'm on my last round of this motif, which means it's time to join it to the other ones. Not sure if I'll be able to concentrate on that for... Yeah, Edna, everybody got to go together. That was so fun. That's my favorite part of doing stuff like that, is that I get to share behind the scenes with everybody, and you get to do the exciting things with me. It's so fun. Kind of like last Friday was too, to be able to share the behind the scenes. Different kind of sharing and different kind of fun, but still fun nonetheless. And if you join me tomorrow during the Designing Live podcast episode, I think you're going to really enjoy what I'm challenging myself to do tomorrow. And we'll start that at 9 o'clock like our normal time, but I will be in my studio. And that's all I'm going to say. We're going to try to keep it a secret, but it's definitely going to be fun, and I am definitely challenging myself. It's a little crazy, but you know I love crazy, so that's fine too. Does anybody have any questions? Christine laughs every time I get scared. Yeah, I do scare easily. I am a little skittish. I like to think that I'm adventurous, but I do jump easily. Somebody I just saw was here from Washington. It's wonderful. Anna hopes to catch that one. Which one? You're looking for the old one where I walked to the photo shoot for the book, or you're hoping to catch tomorrow? I don't recall what episode that old one was. Does anybody recall what episode that was for anybody new who wants to go back and watch it? Gotta move this. I'm looking right into the sun again. Oh, the next live. Okay, great. Joe jumps when I do, then laugh about both of us. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yikes, Pamela saw a spider in her sleeve yesterday. That's scary. Thanks, Cranjeet. I hope you're well too. Look at how beautiful this is today. Oh my goodness, these colors. The sky is a beautiful color. The water's a beautiful color. The sand, all of it. I am just in love with these colors this morning. I'm glad you liked it. Judy screams with me too. I'm sorry, guys. You know I don't mean it, right? Oh, Joe's coming down for... Oh, when are you coming to Marco Island, Joe? He likes the colors too. Yes, they're absolutely stunning this morning. So beautiful. Oh, August 7th. Okay, great. I have another project in my bag too. I'm working on another version of the jasmine sleeves on a tank top, and I'm doing this one in Be So Fine yarn in colorway Parisian Bordeaux, and working on doing these long sleeves. So I haven't started this side, but I have started this side, and you see I've made at least one repeat. I think I've got one full repeat of the stitch pattern done on my sleeve, and I think for the short sleeve version it's 7 repeats, so I've got a ways to go, but all I need is a good TV marathon, right? Yeah, it's so pretty, and it's going to make amazing long sleeves, and it'll be something that I know I will enjoy wearing as a layer, like underneath a vest or a denim vest, because then you'll have something covering here and you'll see those gorgeous lace sleeves sticking out. Can't wait. Or a leather vest. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for it in general, but also excited about layering with it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited to get further along on that. And you know I'm excited to get further along on this. Do I use a fine needle to start off? No, that particular pattern, I use a very fine crochet hook that can pierce the fabric. And if you want to watch the tutorial video for that, you can search the Jasmine crochet sleeve top here on my YouTube channel. It is a video tutorial here, and if you search that or look in that video's description, you can be referred to my website with a link to download the pattern, or it's also featured in my latest crochet book, 52 Crochet Gifts, so you can get the whole book, you can download the single pattern, and you can watch the tutorial video. So however you'd like to learn how to make those jasmine sleeves, got all sorts of information for you. And the pattern includes information on modifying it for any size, and also includes charts. Yep, it's called Jasmine, yes. That's correct. Yep, the short sleeve version in the photos is white, and then I've shown it in other colors too, but I think the main photo is white. I've done other videos on crocheting on fabric too, if that's something that interests you. I've got a whole playlist for crochet on fabric here on YouTube, and several other patterns on my website as well. So you can search by crochet on fabric too. I know I'm getting lots of requests for converting all of that to knitting on fabric, and I will say that I already have a couple of videos and patterns like that. Going back to my recent book, 80 Handmade Gifts, I did do some tutorials on knitting on fabric in there. So if you like the crochet on fabric technique but would prefer to knit, there are patterns in that book, and I believe they are also single patterns on my website too. I normally try to separate out all the patterns from any given book because people like to buy things in different ways. You can buy all of my books as paperbacks, as ebooks, or you can buy the individual patterns as single PDF downloads. But there is a handkerchief, like a bandana pattern that one of them is crocheted with a crochet edging around it, and then the other one is knit. So once you learn that pattern, you can apply that technique to anything. So even if you wanted to add a sleeve, the trim on the bottom of a skirt, or cut out the yoke and knit the yoke like we've done with crochet too. All of that can be done with knitting as well. And so the concept of starting to get that knitting needle and those stitches onto the fabric is the technique that you would benefit from watching, or from seeing the pattern for that particular knit on fabric. Can't think of the name of it. Anyway, you could find it by searching knitting on fabric. Please always feel welcome to ask me, because I'm more than happy to help you with links. The shawl, beautiful, love that. Oh, wonderful. The jasmine shawl. I'm not sure which one you mean. Oh, I did that for Craftsy many years ago, I think. Or do you mean the new Infinite Friendship shawl? Not sure. Wow, it is really bright out here. It's going to get really hot is probably what that means. You're welcome, Anna. If you need help finding anything, just let me know. Everybody knows on here that I'm very helpful. And anytime someone leaves a comment when the Martha last tutorial. Yeah, that's called the Infinite Friendship shawl. And we did the live last Friday. Since then, I've released the pattern with charts, and 2 separate charts, one for the body and one for the edging. And there's now a tutorial video for it as well. So if you enjoyed watching me make it live last Friday, now you can watch the tutorial video, which I promised, and that's available here too. So it's called the Infinite Friendship Crochet Shawl. It's okay, Margaret, that's why I was trying to help you. It's a free pattern page on my website. You can get a PDF download of the pattern for $1.99, or view it on the page for free, and then the video tutorial is here on my YouTube channel, which obviously is free too. And it uses Bee Soap Baby yarn, and I call out what colors and how many balls of each color you need. And that yarn comes in 28 colors, so you could make any combination of colors you want. Good day, you got a color wheel. Wonderful. Yeah, we've talked about color wheels a lot on the podcast. That's great. She's Good Day said that it's helping her to dress better. I think having a color wheel and understanding color combinations and then seeing what color combinations speak to you is really a confidence booster in figuring out what to buy for clothing, what to combine together from your own closet, and what yarns to buy and what yarns to mix together when you're wanting to make things. It's really a confidence booster to understand color theory, and the first step to understanding color theory is looking at a color wheel. So yeah, I definitely recommend anybody getting a color wheel if you're interested in color. The other thing you can study is which seasons you are. They say that people are either a spring, summer, fall, or winter, or a combination of two of those, with spring and fall being, is it spring and fall are warm and summer and winter are cold? Well, hi! Got a bird crying at us this morning. I don't know if it's Curious George or maybe a cousin. I'll flip the camera so you can see. He was crying a minute ago. We'll see. Unfortunately, when it gets busy down here with tourists, it's usually when tourists start feeding the birds, and that's why the birds start getting friendlier, because they think you're going to feed them, which breaks my heart because it's not good for them. But anyway, they're here. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, wait a second. Do you know how many yards of each color you used on a friendship shawl? Yeah, all that information's listed on my website, Sterling. Iguanas, same problem with iguanas where Terry lives. Oh yeah, Terry, aren't you in the Caribbean somewhere? I have a favorite item to crochet. No, I often get asked if I prefer knitting or crochet, and I don't. I love them both for similar reasons and sometimes different reasons. And when it comes to favorite items to crochet, no, I really more based on my mood or my needs. So if I need something, like I wanted a plant hanger, I crocheted one and I love that. So when I have a need for something, I love to be able to drop what I'm doing and make something that's useful. If I have a desire to wear something for an event, I love to be able to drop what I'm doing and, make something for a specific style or function. And sometimes I just like to challenge myself and see if I can do something differently than I've done before. Or, sometimes I like things that are quick, and sometimes I like things that take a long time, right? Sometimes we like short moves. It's gone completely dark this morning. Let's try turning it all the way. Maybe this will help. Getting my face completely out of the sun. Let's see. Yeah, so as far as answering the question, I always prefer variety, and I prefer over doing anything repetitively. Excuse me. So no, I don't have a favorite thing to crochet. What I like is to be able to crochet anything I feel like whenever I feel like it, which is more fun to me. And so it depends on my mood and my needs. And it can be anything from something that takes an hour to make to something that takes 80 hours to make. It depends on what I feel like challenging myself with, or what's going to bring me joy, or what's going to bring someone else joy based on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I'm sure a lot of you feel that way too. Anna goes between knit and crochet. Yeah, same thing, same reason, right? We like variety. And I like challenging myself. Sometimes I like to do things that are hard, and sometimes I like to do things that are easy. Sometimes I like to do things that take a small amount of time, and sometimes I like to do things that take a long amount of time. That's why, right now I'm excited about working on this dress, and it's certainly going to take me a long time to do. But then I also get excited about making plant hangers or making hats. I made a hat during the Bachelor finale the other night, and it took me only 2 hours to make the whole hat. And that brought me so much joy because I couldn't believe it. I was like, 2 hours? Man, what can I do with this information I can do with that? I don't know. It was very exciting to me, and I certainly challenged myself as the finale was going on. It was 2 hours also when I cast on right when it started. To be able to finish it at the end of 2 hours. I mean, as you know, the commercial segments would come on, I'd watch the clock and go, man, is it possible? Can I really do this? Excuse me. Because like, at the 1 hour mark, I should have sneezed into my elbow. Sorry about that. So at the 1 hour mark, I realized I was halfway through. And so then trying to segment my time and figure out, wow, it's the 3/4 way mark. I think I'm 3/4 of the way done. Thank you for the blessings, everybody. I appreciate it. Sorry for sneezing. You know you really can't stop those. I think that if you stopped one, you'd make your head explode. Does anybody have any questions for me? Those of you that are joining now and missed the beginning of the podcast, I would love to invite you and remind you that we are going to do another Designing Live podcast episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast in my studio tomorrow. So if you can join me tomorrow at 9 a.m., same time as the beach podcast, but we will be doing another one in my studio tomorrow, and I've got lots of exciting things to show you, so I hope you can join me. Cheryl wants to know if I knit and crochet. Absolutely. I knit and crochet. I'm both a knit and crochet designer and author and teacher, and I have lots and lots of knitting and crochet patterns on my website. And books. Wait a second to see if anyone has any other questions. When will the turtles be coming back? That's a good question, Linda. I think it's May. I could be wrong, but I think it's May. Cheryl says her daughter saw me on the beach today. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So is your daughter here on spring break, or do you live here, Cheryl? What's the deal with that? Patricia gets bored easily. Yeah, that is the reason why it's great to have multiple UFOs. Cheryl's daughter's here on spring break and recognized me at the beach. That's cool. Is she still here? Does she want to say hi? Yeah. She's welcome to come over and say hi if she wants. Anna challenged herself and knit mittens a few weeks ago. That's awesome for her husband. Melanie's new to the group and loves something. I couldn't read all of it. Sorry, Melanie, but whatever it was, it looks like you're happy. So if you're happy, I'm happy. She left already. Oh, too bad. Well, hopefully she's having a fun time here on spring break. It's been amazing weather. It's going to continue to be amazing weather all weekend. So really good fortune for people here on spring break. What were we talking about? I don't know. I think I've just been answering questions, which is great. So keep them coming if I can answer any questions. I am so happy to do so live. I think that's such an amazing part of doing live stream here on YouTube, is that we have this live interaction and can talk in real time. It's so cool. I love it so much. You know that. I marvel at it all the time. But it doesn't get old, does it? I mean, what? We're at 556 episodes and we're all still here and all still loving it, because it doesn't get old to have this real-time interaction with people when you're in the comfort of your home. Anna wants to know if I have any poncho designs. Yeah, I have lots of poncho patterns, knit and crocheted, and you can find those on my website too. If you have any trouble finding them, let me know. Leave a comment and I'll be happy to help you find more. But yeah, you can definitely search poncho on my YouTube channel or on my website. Yeah, Margaret agrees. All right, well, look what I brought with me today. I brought all 7 issues of the Create, Share, Inspire notebook. So first of all, that means I'm feeling better and I can carry more weight, which is wonderful. And I would like somebody to pick a number between 1 and 7, and I will randomly pick a quote from any one of the 7 books and share it. Judy picked 7. Real quick, I would like to show you, these are all different issues of Create, Share, Inspire notebook, where it's a creative writing journal with curated inspirational quotes for every day of the month. Each one of these has a different nature and sunset or beach photo that I photographed for each of the covers. So pretty. And they're just such a powerful tool for being mindful, being creative, and really just staying focused on your positivity and your goals. And there's really no wrong way to write in a journal, and having all of these inspirational quotes just makes it, I don't know, just warm and fuzzy. I've been making these for myself for years, and last year decided to start producing them to share with other people. So you can find all 7 of these notebooks on my website, and you can also find them on Amazon all over the world. So somebody picked issue 7, so we'll, oh, this is a good one. So I randomly picked a quote in issue 7. This one's by Theodore Roosevelt. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Isn't that wonderful? I love this. I love this so much, which obviously is why I'm the curator of all of these quotes, and I put them together for each of the notebooks, but still, and I know I say that all the time and you might laugh, but I don't care, because inspirational quotes have been a foundation for me staying centered and mindful my entire adult life. They mean so much to me. So to be able to create these notebooks and share my love of this everyday reminder of positivity is so wonderful. I love sharing this. And so if this were your day that you would be writing on, you would read that quote, and I do little drawings around the quotes in case you feel like doodling or coloring before, as you settle your mind and get ready to start writing. So that's kind of nice. It means a lot to me as an entrepreneur. It means a lot to me as a teacher. It means a lot to me as a designer. It means a lot to me as a mother, as a friend, and as a human being in general. So thank you, Theodore Roosevelt. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beautiful scenery, my little show and tells. And don't forget, we're going to do the designing live stream in my studio tomorrow. So please join me for the next Create, Share, Inspire podcast tomorrow morning at 9. It's already scheduled, so you can go find it here on my YouTube channel already and sign up for notifications. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, you can click the red button down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you all so much. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day.